Hey everybody, it's John with Crypto Networker News Channel. In this video, I want to go over what's going on with cloud mining platforms and services. Cloud mining, are resellers of mining equipment where you don't have to, actually have your own mining equipment to mine altcoins and Bitcoin. So this one is interesting, and I'll show you the progression here. So this is about Hashflare. Now, I had a pretty big contract with Hashflare, and they sent me an email saying that they were going to stop their services. And this one basically is talking about cloud mining platform Hashflare stops services, disables equipment on SHA-256 contracts. This sucked. I was pissed off. Everybody was. People were starting to call mining a scam, and I understand, people are, you have to really do your due diligence when you look at stuff. However, Bitcoin was dropping, and there's a lot more other coins you could mine besides Bitcoin. And when Bitcoin's value drops, it's really hard for these services to make a profit. However, things did turn around with them, and I'll go over that in a minute. But let me also show you some other bad news that happened with the largest company in the world for mining, which is Genesis Mining. Crypto miner Genesis hit with a cease and desist order. Yeah, man. The South Carolina Securities Commission basically gave him a cease and desist order on March 9th, earlier this year. And Genesis is a second firm. It's a Swiss global firm, but this company is the biggest out there. Genesis is huge. So, and that kind of gave it a little bit more of a bad, oh, mining is no good, or cloud mining, it could scam out or whatever. But listen, we're getting into the part now where I have to kind of show you guys. We're getting to the point where regulation is coming, right? And it's good. Don't worry about the government coming in. They initially stopped these things, but they're realizing that they need to continue and stop stifling innovation and blockchain technology and cryptocurrency, right? So what happened was, cease and desist order against Genesis Mining was now withdrawn. So they basically said after 5 months of working, they were working with the SEC, South Carolina, and it was only one state. It wasn't the general government's SEC, the United States SEC in general. This was a one of the 50 states in the United States, South Carolina in particular, that issued this cease and desist order. So it wasn't. Now, our SEC has already said that cryptocurrency is not a securities. It is a commodity or a utility, right? Like Ethereum. So they're not securities, so they really don't have any say to say that, But however, they were doing this, and it was making everything look pretty bad, Had a lot of people ask me about these things. So this is good news now because everybody's getting compliant, right? So I want to show you the original Hashflare. Actually, this is what they just sent me, actually. So this is what they're saying is, this was about a week ago. Throughout the last week, our team has been focused on finding an optimal solution that would allow us to resume SHA-256. And we're happy to announce that as a result of diligent work, such a solution has been reached. Tomorrow, this is 7/28, so this was the end of last month of July. The SHA-256 mining service will be resumed. All SHA-256 contracts will operate on the same terms. So I was pretty happy about that. I think everybody in Hashflare, I think they had over 1 million people in Hashflare. I don't know the exact stats, but there was quite a bit of people. So this is great news. Mining is getting regulated somewhat, and it is coming back. It is profitable. So don't ever think it is profitable if you're doing cloud mining. If you're trying to mine yourself, you've got to find the equipment real cheap, and you've got to find cheap electricity. If you don't, it will eat your profits up, and you'll probably be frustrated with it. Plus, you have to mine your own equipment. You have to take care of it. Keep it up running, have it Make sure you have a tech there, battery backups if power goes out. I mean, it's not worth doing, in my opinion. Now, some people are doing it, and maybe they're doing okay, but for the most part, mining yourself is just not worth it. So that was good news. And then we got good news from Genesis. They actually basically backed up what I was just showing you guys. They said, ready for some good news. All right, fasten your seatbelts. Cease and desist orders withdrawn. They said back in March they received that cease and desist order from the South Carolina Securities Commission. The letter required them to stop selling customers in South Carolina because they believed the service they offered, computer hash power mining, is considered a security. Therefore, we stopped selling contracts to U.S. citizens and set up the U.S. distribution for cloud services first. So basically, long story short, they were wrong because, well, they actually came out now and said that SEC did say that it's not a security. So this is good news for all mining people. So mining is thumbs up. Now, do I have contracts with these services? Yes, I do. I'm not trying to promote them in per se because I've had too many problems with Genesis and Hashflare in the past, and it still remains to be seen. Let's go back to Genesis, Hashflare. I'm saying I have a big contract with them. It still remains to be seen how profitable they are, because I've just noticed that my returns have been really poor, right? And it was good at first, and then the returns got ridiculously poor. I won't even mention them. So they're legitimate services. Yes, I will tell you that. But do I promote these anymore? No. And like I said, the reason why is they're just not profitable. But what is profitable is, and this is probably my number one pick for cloud mining, for reseller cloud mining packages and plans, is AWS Mining. Not to confuse them with Amazon Web Services. This is automated web services. It has nothing to do with Amazon. Although they use Amazon for their servers, they're not a part of Amazon. They are a company that has started mining about 3 or 4 years ago, and they started about a year or so ago offering to the public. So what I like about this company is it's real easy to set up, really cheap to get started. You can even get started with $40 US, right? And you could go in $40 increments in between these numbers as well, over 4,000. What they do is, instead of calling it hash power, they call it their mining packages crypto mining power, and I'll explain why they do that. But to me, it's a little more simple to understand. So it's a really good company. They're getting ready to overhaul their whole website. They have real mining farms. We have verified this. Do your due diligence, and we could show you. They have a real address with a real phone number here, right, that you can call. This makes me feel a little bit better as well. Let's look it up on Google Maps. Here we have AWS Mining Limited here, and this is they're based out of Australia. Another thing I like about this company is, let me show you this. They are actually registered with the Australian Securities and Investment Commission. I did a lot of research on this. This company is actually legit, right? They follow all the rules, all the laws, and the COO and founder Daniel Budushi is actually someone we talked to, and they're stand up people, man. They get on the phone with you, they talk to you, they reach out to you. Then they're accessible. I thought that was awesome. And I have a little presentation. I'm not going to go through the whole thing here. But however, if you want to start mining with them, there's some links at the bottom. And I highly recommend you come to our full presentation. But if you want to participate in the world's biggest and most profitable crypto mining operation, protect yourself from Bitcoin price fluctuations and earn passive income with daily payouts. This is the company. And I'll tell you what. What I noticed about it is, if you notice how Bitcoin is fluctuating, if you got your money in Bitcoin, you can make some money, but you're going to see a lot of dips right now until, look at some of my other videos when CBOE and other hedge funds get approved for these ETFs, they call them, these exchange traded funds in crypto, then the institutional money will come in and you'll see Bitcoin actually go up. But because they don't mine just Bitcoin, right? And here's a little bit about, you know, their headquarters and stuff. Here's their roadmap. Let me make this a little more full screen. Here's their roadmap here, and you can go through this and see where they started. They're really transparent. Here's their COO and founder, Daniel Budeshi. We actually spoke to him. We have visited their mining farms, right? And actually spoke to some of these people. They have a huge team now. They started with 4 people, and this is their latest. They are expanding all over, latest in Russia and China. They're adding a couple more in Paraguay, which is Central America. And the reason why they pick these locations is because they have very cheap renewable energy power. Paraguay, for instance, has the largest hydroelectric power plants in the world, right? So they have cheap power, and that's why they do this. They know that power is the main thing, and they do a lot of homework before they put their mining farms together. There's a little bit about Bitcoin, and you know, I just want to show you that they actually have, these are real mining farms. I'm going to go through this. I'm not going to talk about it in the whole presentation. I would ask you guys, if this looks like something you're interested in, come to my presentation. I will give you a full presentation on the company and the payment plan. I mean the payout plan and the compensation that they give you for becoming a partner. Like I said, these are real mining farms. We visited them. You can visit them. You could call them. This is the best opportunity that I've seen in cloud mining ever since I've done this, and I've done a lot of these. And I'm still in a lot of other cloud mining companies, and I'll tell you what, they're just not paying, right? They're just not paying anymore. I can't stress enough that AWS, they also mine 5 other altcoins besides Bitcoin. This is why they're more profitable than a lot of other companies. Let me see if I could pull that up in here. Yeah, so right here, you can see Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin. They also do add Zcash as well, and Monero, and it is in their contracts as well. So this is what I like about them. Honestly, I mean, I could talk all day about this. I really didn't intend this video to be this long, but I would like to invite you to a full presentation. We have these right now every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern, and every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern. I highly recommend just coming out. It's about a 30 minute presentation. Then we open it up for questions and answers. We talk to you directly. We help you get started if you're interested. And just come out and check it out and tell me what you think. Give me your feedback, whether you join or not with us. But we're here to help you get started. So that's it. I'm John with Crypto Networker News. I look forward to making more videos to help you guys in the cryptocurrency and network marketing world.